nearly 4 decades in Congress, Nancy Pelosi is hanging up her gavel. The 85-year-old Democratic powerhouse announced today she will not seek re-election, closing the chapter on one of the most influential and polarizing political careers in American history.
For decades, I've cherished the privilege of representing our magnificent city in the United States Congress. We can be proud of what we have accomplished, but there's always much more work to be done. That is why I want you, my fellow San Franciscans, to be the first to know. I will not be seeking re-election to Congress. Thank you, San Francisco, for trusting me to be your voice in Congress. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Let's be clear, love her or hate her, Pelosi changed the game. She shattered the ultimate glass ceiling in 2007, becoming the first woman Speaker of the House. But she did not just make history, she mastered power. Under her leadership, Democrats passed the Affordable Care Act, reshaping American healthcare. She helped steer major climate and infrastructure bills through Congress and kept her caucus remarkably united through the Obama and Biden years. And then Donald Trump. Their rivalry defined an era. Remember that viral moment when she tore up his State of the Union speech on live TV? She impeached him not once but twice. First over the Ukraine scandal, then after the January 6th Capitol attack. Though the Senate acquitted him both times, Pelosi made sure his actions were written into record. To Republicans, she became a symbol of everything they opposed. Mocked in campaign ads, vilified on talk shows, even targeted in violent rhetoric. But Pelosi's critics weren't just across the aisle. In recent years, frustration grew inside her own party. Progressives, led by figures like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and members of the Squad, often clashed with her over issues like climate policy, Gaza, and corporate influence. They argued that Pelosi represented the old guard of Democratic politics, too cautious and too tied to big donors. Her eventual ouster as Speaker in 2023, following internal dissent and shifting party dynamics, marked the end of an era. Many saw it as progressive movement's first major flex of power within the Democratic establishment. And today, as she bows out of Congress entirely, even her fiercest critics acknowledge her skill. Pelosi was by any measure one of the most effective legislative tacticians in modern American politics. Someone who could count votes, cut deals, and keep a deeply divided caucus in line. Still, the politics remain as sharp as ever. Hours after her announcement, Donald Trump did not hold back.
I think she's an able woman. I'm glad she's retiring. I think she did the country a great service by retiring. I think she was a tremendous liability for the country. I thought she was an evil woman who did a poor job, who cost the country a lot in damages and in reputation. I thought she was terrible. Thank you very much.
Classic Trump. No olive branch, no nod to history, just raw contempt for his longtime rival. As Pelosi steps away, she told her San Francisco constituents to, quote, know your power. What that means for the Democratic Party, especially as it wrestles between establishment control and a surging progressive base, remains to be seen. One thing's certain, Washington will not look the same without Nancy Pelosi. With Debagna Datta, Bureau Report, India Today Global.